International,
Yeah.
and we are from Business School Management students. So today we will do an interview with you. So firstly, we would like to know about the profile of entrepreneur. So now we would like to ask about some personal things from you.
Yeah.
I want to ask that can I know your education level?
Okay. Actually, I'm an accounting student from UUM. Okay. I'm actually your senior, super senior. I'm graduated in 1997. Okay, Bachelor of Accounting. Then recently I just completed my doctorate of business admin. Okay, so my convo is on the 20th, the coming convo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the second day. So you are welcome to my convo.
Oh, so you also studied this in UUM?
Yeah,
Oh.
I took the DBA in UUM. It takes me 8 years to complete because I'm doing it at part time.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually I got the knowledge on the accounting and on the business management.
Okay, thank you. May I know what is your personal experience before you own this company?
Okay, after graduation, actually I worked in PricewaterhouseCoopers before. It's one of the big 6 audit firm in Malaysia. Okay, so I worked for 1 year before I decided to quit. Then I come up to be doing the financial planning business.
Okay. May I know what is the personal project that you handle when you started to own this company? The major.
Okay, so during that time in 1998, when I ventured into the entrepreneurship in financial planning, actually nobody talk about financial planning, but my vision is that I would like to be a consultant, or I set up the consultant company in providing the financial planning services. So by that time we only have the unit trust, the insurance. So I started off with the insurance business. Okay, until 2004. 2004 I took the professional papers in chartered financial practitioner. Okay, so I got the professionals qualification. Then I set up my own company, that is the Oscar Wealth Advisories. Okay, with the 3 partners. Then we started off with the financial planning services business.
Okay, okay. So may I know that what made you start this job, the characteristic that what you think?
Actually, during my underemployment in PricewaterhouseCoopers, I feel that I'm not keen of working with others. Working others' employment. So I feel that when we are young, we have the energy, we have the spirit to work. Over time. So I would prefer to work on my own instead of works under others people. Even in the PricewaterhouseCoopers, we are not given the OT claims because our salary is more than 1,500. According to the labor law, we are not supposed to be given the OT. But the company is so kind that they give us 10 ringgit meal allowance. Even we work until 12 o'clock midnight. Okay, so I feel that if we can work on our own, we can earn better. Okay, so that's why this is one of the reason I quit from the company. Then I feel that during my study, I'm not so interested in accounting. I got my diploma in polytechnics. Okay, with the CGPA of 3.96. I entered UUM. Okay, then I completed the degree with the only first class honors in my batch. Then I get to know that if we want to be excellent in one area, we have to be very hardworking. So during my undergraduates, I study every day, almost 8 hours per day, apart from the lectures. Okay, so from the DKG, my home is either DKG or in my room. Two places only. Okay, so it's through the hard work. Okay, that's why in the business or in the career, I just transfer whatever I did during my study to the business. Then I believe that it can be success. So it proved that this is one of the formula to success in business.
So I can conclude that the characteristic that you start this business is you're willing to take the high risk.
The high risk also, yes, because when I decided to quit, actually my mother's not so supportive. Okay, even by that time I already married. My wife also not support me on the decision. Okay, but we have to study our strength. Usually I will suggest that all of us have to know what are our strengths like. So you have to do the SWOT analysis. Okay, so I'm very sure that I'm not good in technical, especially the accounting. I know how to answer in the final exam. Okay, but usually I will talk to my lecturers. Whatever that I answer in the final exam, the knowledge that you are giving, I already return to you back. Okay, so I'm not technically strong. That's why if I want to be excellent in accounting profession, it will be hard. Okay, so that's why I decided to quit. So this will take lots of courage, because I have to let go my first class, let go the accountant profession, let go the one of the biggest audit firm in Malaysia. So when I quit, lots of my classmates marah because I took their place. Then I quit. It's not easy to enter PricewaterhouseCoopers. Okay, so we have to take the risk, but I know that with the hard work, with the discipline, then we can success. Actually, I very disciplined in study. Okay, every day I study, even back to my hometown, because my hometown is in Perlis. So every weekend I will be back to my hometown. So even when I'm back to my hometown, I'm bringing all my textbooks. I'm not driving, I'm motorcycling. So at the back there is a big bag. All inside there is the books. Okay, so the self-discipline also is one of the characteristic that to be a successful entrepreneur.
Okay, and the last question from me is, what are the skills that you have now? Just like you graduate from diploma, BA. So what the skills do you have?
Actually, during the accounting course, accounting degree, we learn about apart from the accounting subjects, we also learn about the tax planning. So this will help in my business. Okay, so we also help the clients to let them know more on the tax planning. So I also will recommend you all, if you have the chance to take the elective paper, you go for tax. Yeah, because you yourself have to submit the tax for your own personal tax. Okay, so this is a good knowledge for you. Then why I further my study in doctorate is because my interest is more towards business management. So even the university offer me PhD in accounting. Because I'm the first class honors, though they offer me PhD in accounting, I rejected when I graduated during my degree. So after that, I applied for DBA, but they reject my application because they say that I don't have the master. So they offer me PhD in marketing, but we are the practitioner. So I am more interested in the subjects, the courses in the DBA. They got the leadership subject, they got the international marketing, a lot of subjects that I'm not taken during my undergraduates. Okay, that's why I learned a lot during my DBA. So I believe that the management skill, okay, the management skill, I mean the knowledge that I gained during my DBA, it will help in the business.
Okay, so for my part,
Yeah.
I wanted to know what is the most like precisely what is the motivating factor to you like to open this to be an
Yeah. So I like to work on my own. I like to do the planning. I like to do the strategies for the business, then to implement it. Okay. So if you work being under employment, you have to follow the instruction of your employer. You can't. I mean, you can't come up with the ideas, then you want to implement it. It is very unlikely for the employer to follow what you are saying. You have to follow what they are saying. Okay, so that's one of the reason why I set up the business, because I got the intention or my planning to be a consultant in financial planning one day. Okay, although during 1998 there's no much on the financial planning area. So but after that, since 2001, then a lot of people talk about the financial planning. Even right now also the financial planning industry still in the early stage. Yeah, still in the early stage. So in Malaysia, the licensed financial planners only have about 829 professionals. The license being licensed by Bank Negara Malaysia. Not many. Our population 32,000. Yeah, so there's still a huge market for the profession of the financial planner.
So from you that just now you say that your wife and your parents are not supportive
Yeah.
you. So what made you stable your mind that you want to open company?
Okay, actually, it's my character. That means that once I decided something, nobody can change my mind. Okay, so of course I try to convince them. By that time, I just asked them to give me 6 months to prove that my decision is correct. So that's why during the first 6 months, I works very hard. I works more than 12 hours per day. Okay, to make them confident